Welcome back to Arise 360. She's a Louisiana-born beauty who burst onto the scene at the tender age of 17, just a baby. And she was a contestant on season 8 of NBC's The Voice.
That's right, and her stellar voice has echoed through the churches and the stages. And now she joins us here in studio. Welcome to the show, Koryn Hawthorne.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Let's talk about these Fulani braids.
All right.
First and foremost.
All right now.
We're keeping it very African here on set. I like it. I love it.
Listen, ma'am.
Honey.
Come on with that dress.
Honey.
Wakanda forever, baby.
Forever.
Yes.
Gotta get that in every show, right? Well, we also, besides the beautiful hairdo, we also have to talk about your journey on The Voice. We all fell in love with you from the show. Take us back to that moment when you were chosen to be on the show and what that experience was like.
Such an amazing experience. I've been singing ever since I was 7 years old. So I liked watching reality TV shows like X Factor, American Idol. So auditioning for The Voice, because I had auditioned for other things prior, getting that yes was like everything to me, because I just was like, listen, I've been working for this for a long time. I prayed, I was like, Jesus, you can't be playing with my emotions. And, you know, so when I finally made it through just the first round, I just was super excited and ready for the journey. It was an amazing journey.
Oh, wow. Now, you were talking about how you felt making it through the first round, but you actually made it to the final 4.
Yeah, it was a long journey.
Right. I mean, so close to the end. And
Yeah.
you're on Pharrell's team. Pharrell is a musical genius. What was it like, and how instrumental was he in developing your own sound?
I think Pharrell was incredible. I think I've always been super open about my belief and my faith in God. And the very first time we even spoke, he was like, we have to do gospel. So I just thought it was incredible that he just seen that in me and was just so open to it. So it wasn't really that much that he can tell me about singing, because Pharrell's not a singer, you know, he's a producer. So the thing for him, like with him, was, of course, you know, he has his little production things throughout the thing, but he just encouraged me to be myself and to never change. So he was incredible. I mean, the most down-to-earth person anybody will ever meet, I think. He was incredible.
But you were saying, like, be yourself, but you were only 17. Like, do you even know who you were at that moment, and how that was going to, you know, carry through to your music?
That journey prepared me for that. Like, going through the whole motions, like before I had auditioned for American Idol and sung a gospel song and they told me no. So
The Lord ain't in them.
Like when I went to The Voice, they were just so open and accepting. And even Pharrell, like, he asked me questions all day just about God, because he grew up Pentecostal, so it was cool. But I think through the journey, I learned like about who I was. I always sung songs, even on The Voice, that meant something to me. And that was the thing with him, like, we're never gonna sing nothing that you can't feel. So just through the journey, like now, like, I'm very comfortable with, I guess, talking about how I feel, and yeah, it helped, I think.
That's amazing. Now, speaking of this fantastic journey that you've been on, you released your self-titled EP last summer via RCA Inspiration.
Yes.
How did that feel, seeing the fruits of your labor come to fruition?
It felt really good. I think that was my first project, working, like going in the studio, actually writing. I stepped into my artistry, because I was like a cover artist before. So for me, it was just like new beginnings. Like, I was just starting, you know.
Born again.
I was born again, okay? And I don't know, like, it just felt incredible. And to be a part of such a great team, shout out to RCA Inspiration. They're so incredible and been so supportive. Like, ever since we were in the studio, ever since we released the EP, they just expected great things, and it's happening. So yeah,
You have some great collaborations on the album too. Talk about some of those.
Yeah, so Warren Campbell produced my EP, Grammy Award winning Warren Campbell.
Right, from Mary Mary,
She's like, let me just, in case you don't know.
didn't know.
Grammy Award winning.
Yes, he's married to Erica Campbell, so that's, you know, the Marys. They're incredible. Shout out to them. But yeah, Warren Campbell, Bernie Herms, Aaron Lindsay, just such amazing talents coming together on this EP. So it was incredible.
That's so phenomenal. Now, you're known as an inspirational musician. What's the difference between being an inspirational musician and being a gospel singer or a gospel musician?
I don't, honestly, there isn't a difference. I think that people try to separate the two. Like I think in gospel, because of what people has done, they have made it put limits and kind of put gospel in a box. So for me, honestly, like I am a gospel artist. I'm signed to a gospel label, but I just go by inspirational because I'm not about to be put in a box. Like I'm not about to just have one specific sound. You know, like I love everything. Like if you watch me on The Voice, I sung so many different kinds of songs, and that's just who I am. I love all kinds of music. So for me, even when we wrote this EP, it just was, we need to give something to everybody. It doesn't matter if you go to church every Sunday. Yeah. You don't gotta speak in tongues every day.
Absolutely. Like, and you don't even have to go to church.
You don't even have to go to church.
Artist, you should be singing to people that believe in God.
Right. So it's just honestly, it's music for everybody. Like I wanted to make something that anybody can hear and go like, wow, like I relate to that. Like so yeah, I guess for me that's the difference. But yeah.
Now you talked about how you were singing since the age of 7. So take us back to, you know, the inspiration behind your music, because I know your mother was very inspirational in getting your music, great. But your father's incarceration also helped inspire a lot of your music. Talk to us about that.
Yes. Well, honestly, my dad's side of the family, they're full of singers. So I get singing and music from my dad. My dad was in jail whenever I was born. So honestly, music has always just been a part of me. I say I started performing when I was 7, but I've been singing ever since I can remember. But honestly, music has kind of, I don't know, I never really thought about my dad's incarceration, but I'm pretty sure it helped, I guess, with that whole process. That kept me busy, that kept me motivated. So yeah, but the music side comes from him. So now he's like, well, shout out to him because he's not in jail anymore. He's saved. Amen. Honestly, gave his life over to the Lord.
Yes,
thank you, Jesus. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great.
That is phenomenal. Now, speaking of great and stellar things.
Okay, girl.
All right, transition. This month, you'll be performing at the Stellar Awards, March 30th, to be precise.
Girl.
How you feel?
I feel good, feeling great. I mean, last year I was my first time at the Stellars. I presented, and I'm nominated for the award that I presented last year, which was Best New Artist.
That's amazing.
So just going back to the team, RCA, it was my first time, and they were just so supportive. I hadn't had any music put out yet, and they were just like, Koryn, you're gonna be here next year. You're gonna be performing. Yeah, so we all
worked it into existence.
And we all worked really hard for this moment. So honestly, it's not just about me. Like I'm doing that for them, and of course God, because we give everything back to Him. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited, girl.
Won't He do it?
Yes, He will.
Jesus.
Yes.
Speaking of won't He do it, your single is climbing to the charts. Can you give folks at home just a little taste of it? I'll put you on the spot. Did you warm up in the green room? Like,
won't He do it? He said He would. He'll fight your battles for you. They gon' wonder how you sleep at night. Come on, Snap. It was on.
I'm feeling that in my soul.
Yes. So won't He do it? Oh, we did this song for Greenleaf, the TV show on Oprah Winfrey Network. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. But we did this song for the soundtrack. I never ever thought about the song going past the soundtrack, or even I got to perform it on an episode in season 2. So I never thought about the song going past that, but they released it as a single, and it's #1 right now. So
oh my
God is just doing the thing. I know that Won't He Do It is honestly like my life testimony. I honestly give everything back to Him. I trust Him with everything. So just the fact that it's inspiring people all over the world it's incredible to me. So won't He do it?
Won't He do it? Oh, I'm so inspired.
Come on, girl.
I feel like I should become a musician now.
Yes.
I feel like you also need a good voice in order to do that.
A little small factor there.
Tell me what is next for you. So you've had an incredible journey so far. Started at the age of 7, if not before. What are we looking forward to?
I don't know, whatever God has. I'm not even trying to be cliche, but I honestly only want the path that He has for me. And it's just like the opportunities, they're limitless. Like I wouldn't imagine I would have been nominated for 2 Stellars or go #1 or get the opportunity to be on Greenleaf. So it's just like you never know what could happen. But definitely Greenleaf season 3, I'll be back. If y'all watch the show, y'all, it get juicy. So y'all gotta watch on season 3. Of course, touring an album later this year.
All right, later this year.
So
any ideas as to what you're going to name it?
I don't know yet, girl. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
You so silly.
I love it.
Maybe be in the sequel of that too while you're at it.
Listen,
Go ahead and claim it.
won't he do it in
Go ahead and claim
Jesus'
it.
name?
She got the hair, she
I
got the
got the
voice.
veins.
She ready.
Y'all might as well have me. I'm ready.
Well, when you do the movie, come back and tell us all
Listen,
about it.
I will be back here.
Okay.
I will be back here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And make sure you check her out on the Stellar Awards on March 30th. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
for having me, guys.
And we'll be right back with more Rise 360. That was awesome.
Yes.